Police in Sarajevo have released all 33 of the protesters arrested during 3 days of rioting in the Bosnian capital. However, more protests are expected today. The protesters have accused police of brutality. On Sunday, around 1,000 people gathered in front of Bosnia's tripartite presidency building demanding the resignation of the government. Anti-government protests have been going on throughout Bosnia since last week. Early this morning, Hamdi Alipovac of Una Sana canton became the fourth head of a canton government to resign since the protests began. Croatia's Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic made a surprise visit to Mostar over the weekend to ease tensions. He met with Bosnia's Prime Minister Vjekoslav Bevanda. Milanovic urged the European Union to help Bosnia and Herzegovina with its problems and speed up its efforts to become a member of the bloc. Milanovic was criticized for the visit by members of Bosnia's presidency, Željko Komšić and Bakir Izetbegović. Although acknowledging Croatia's ties to Mostar as the major center of the Croat community in Bosnia, Komšić said that Milanovic should have come to the capital, Sarajevo, to quell tensions. Izetbegović said the messages conveyed were positive, but also said Milanovic should have visited the capital first. EU Funds Week is underway in Zagreb. 5 EU countries will present their experiences and expertise on how to best tap into the financing available to the bloc's members. Croatia still hasn't managed to utilize the funds to the extent that it had wanted to, but Deputy Prime Minister Branko Grčić says it is getting better at it. The minister pledged that every cent of the 200 million euros available from the instrument for pre-accession and the 450 million euros available from the structural funds would be put to use. 2 of the INA oil company's trade unions have made some serious allegations against Economy Minister Ivan Vrdoljak concerning the recent seismic survey of Croatia's offshore oil reserves. The unions claim the Norwegian company Spectrum, chosen to conduct the study, was picked by Minister Vrdoljak without a public tender. Most schools in Gorski Kotar resumed classes today after an ice storm a week ago left many parts of the region without electricity. Schools are still out in the Chabar area, where cleanup efforts are still in progress. Power company crews have managed to restore electricity to 85% of homes in Gorski Kotar. In sports news, Croatia's Marin Cilic reached double digits in ATP titles on Sunday. The world number 37 won the Zagreb Indoors title for the 4th time in his career, defeating top-seeded Tommy Haas of Germany 6-3, 6-4. Cilic said that it was nice to be in the final after a tough year. Making the Zagreb final was Haas's best performance this year after he lost in the opening rounds in Auckland and at the Australian Open. This afternoon's forecast calls for predominantly cloudy skies. There may be some scattered rain, especially in Gorski Kotar, Lika, interior Dalmatia, and on the coast. Rain is also expected in the western reaches of the interior by evening. In Slavonia, mostly dry with occasional sunny spells. A rising southeasterly on the coast, reaching gale force by evening. Temperature highs will range between 5 and 10 degrees in the interior and between 11 and 15 degrees on the Adriatic.